So this question is a diagram question. Any question that has some visual input, I'm going to call a diagram question. We obviously see that this is a circle here. Looks like the center is at O, but we really don't know anything else about this diagram. I could say something like, this angle here is congruent to this angle there, which is definitely true. And this angle here is also congruent to this angle down here, which is also true. Which means that these arcs are also congruent, right? Like this arc is congruent to that arc, and this arc SR is congruent to this arc PQ. So there actually are some things that we can kind of figure out. I do suggest when you look at a diagram that you take a second and just see, well, what else do I know that's not actually provided in the diagram itself? Then you read and see what else you can fill in. So the question says the circle shown has center O, which we saw, circumference 144 pi. Okay, so circumference of a circle is C equals 2 pi r. The question is telling us that the circumference is 144 pi, so 2 pi r equals 144 pi, which means I could divide both sides here by 2 pi and calculate that r, the radius, is equal to 72, right? 144 pi divided by 2 pi. Now, knowing that the radius is 72 means I can come back in here and say, well, this OR is 72, this OQ is 72, like all these are 72s. And of course, I would also know the diameter is 144. If I need that, not sure if I need that yet. Let's keep reading. Diameters PR and QS, yes, we know those are all 144. The question goes on to say the length of arc PS. Okay, so arc PS is twice the length of arc PQ. So I'm going to just say I don't know the length of arc PS or PQ, but if I called the arc PQ X, for instance, then PS would have to be 2X, right? So this is a great example of how to do a diagram question. We're just labeling this up with all the information we know, plus any information provided, okay? So the question says, the length of arc PS is twice the length of arc PQ. So I'm calling arc PQ X and I'm calling arc PS 2X. What is the length of arc QR? Well, I knew from before that arc QR is the same as PS. So I'm gonna just put a 2X there. And I know that also SR is the same as PQ. So I'm gonna put an X right here. And it looks like, right, if I were to add up all those arcs, I should get my circumference, right? Because the circumference is the length of all the arcs, right? The sum of all the arcs of a circle is the circumference. So I'm going to just say 2x plus x plus 2x plus x, right? All of the arcs around the entire circle, once I add those up, should be equal to 144 pi. Let's simplify this left side. 2x plus x is 3x, plus 2x is 5x, plus x is 6x is equal to 144 pi. And I can divide by 6. And let's see, let's go to my calculator. I don't know that off the top of my head, although I probably should, but it doesn't matter. 144 divided by 6 is 24. So this is equal to 24 pi, and that's what our x is equal to, right? So x equals 24 pi, but we want QR. QR is a 2x, right? So again, another strategy is read the question carefully. Read the question RTC. Read the question carefully, RTQC, right? RTQC. Because let's see, we do see 24 pi here, right? So don't be fooled by that. The question wants QR, which is 2x. So if x is 24 pi, then 2x equals 2 times 24 pi, or 48 pi. So our answer is actually choice B.